What up? I'm out here at Buffumville Disc Golf Course on the Buffum Dam. I'll be recording some of my shots, talking a little bit, keeping myself company because I'm out here alone. And hopefully I can do this without losing a disc because it's winter and there's snow on the ground and stuff likes to slide on the snow. So let's get it. All right, first impression of the course. I'm through 3 holes. First 2 holes were over 500 feet. First one was over 6, both par 4s. Overall par says 57, so for having 2 pars, the first 2 holes, it's a little, I don't know, we'll see how the rest of the course goes, but I just feel like there's only 3 par 4s on the course, you should probably spread them out. Hole 3 was over 400 feet. It was downhill, and it was, par 3, over 400 feet, downhill. So far through 3 holes, I'm even. Walking up to the 4th tee now, and it looks like I hate my life. Let me see if I can flip this for you guys. All right, I'm gonna walk on hole 4's fairway. It's really tight. This is Massachusetts, New England golf. A lot of tall pines, skinny fairways, tight caps. There's the basket. Okay, cool. Normally in Massachusetts golf, I like to throw a lot of forehand rollers and stuff, but this white stuff on the ground is not allowing me to do so. So, it'll be fun. Another course note real quick. I'm on hole number 4, and I think I've seen 4 different types of tee pads so far. So, I mean, they're all good tee pads. One was just paint on the sidewalk. One was concrete, like it almost looked like pavers a little bit. Hole 2 was regular concrete, and then this one here, so far we got a rubber pad. So let's see how it goes. Gonna try the Axiom Crave next. Going a couple shots. I haven't been out in 2.5 weeks, so. All right, walking up the fairway to find my drive. Oh yeah, that Crave is parked. So one reason I started recording is because I want to put together a video series or a vlog of the struggles I deal with while I'm playing disc golf, mental game, while I'm playing with ADD. And some people don't take ADD seriously. While there are a lot of other mental disorders that you could have other than ADD, it is a struggle. For example, I can't leave my house on the first try, pretty much ever. I always forget something. What else? If I'm doing field work, I'm almost guaranteed to leave a disc unless I keep it under 7. So 7's kind of like my lucky number when I'm doing field work. It doesn't matter how hard I try when I go out and play a round. If I'm alone and I tell myself, all right, I'm throwing 1 shot on every drive, by somewhere between hole 6 and 8, I'm throwing another drive. However, in the past 2 years, I have gotten a lot better at always taking my first drive no matter what. So that is one thing. And that's not like an ADD thing. That's just like a integrity thing. If you're gonna post your scores, you're gonna tell your friend how you shot. You should always, and it's better for practice too. If you should either, it's 2 things. You could either take your first drive or take your worst drive. You shouldn't just be taking the drive that's closest to the basket because you're not going to get better that way. If you're not scrambling, if you're not learning how to get out of tough spots, it's not going to make you a better disc golfer. So I'm going to take this putt and see if I can can this for my first birdie of the round, all right? Set up my phone somehow. I don't have a tripod. That's one thing I need to get. Let's see. There's my drive. There's the basket. Let's go. This is hole 5. So we have our first consistent tee pad. It's rubber. Basket is right there. That backhand gap is really tight. I might just throw a defender over to the left, try to skip off the snow and up towards the basket. Fortunately, I don't have a tripod. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can, but certain spots where it's kind of hard to do so without a tripod. Let's see if I can get this. Oh my God. I taught with Electron Pilots, Streamline, MVP's non-overmold company, and these are the gladius putters I've ever thrown that were actually normal weight. So that's kind of what we're doing. See if I can bang this for a jump or two. Highly doubt it, but miracles happen. Try this resistor out. Brand new. Shot today. I'm probably gonna lose it right here. Or park away. All right, hole 7. Looks like a big dog leg right. Gonna smash a forehand up there and see what we can do. All right, so I was right about the dog leg. I just cut myself off a little bit. Just being easy up and down for 3 most likely. It's another dog leg right. It's only 223 feet. It's kind of an issue with this course design I see. I mean, I'm not mad about it because I'm forehand dominant, but with the dam right here, the rocks being OB the whole way down, there's gonna be a lot of right hand finishing turns when you're on the right side of the dam, and a lot of left hand turning holes when you're on the left side of the dam. However, on the left side of the dam, you go that way. So it's right hand pushing. So, I mean, I've been actually throwing a lot of backhands because the fairways are pretty straightforward, and I don't know, typically, like, if I'm being real safe in tournaments and stuff, I might throw forehand to avoid the OB, but I'm trying to get away from that. And I'm trying to push myself to learn backhand and trust my straight backhand, because that's been the weakest part of my game. So I'm gonna skip this hole. I don't see a reason. I'm not gonna ace it. Probably just gonna either get a 2 or lay up for a 3. So yeah. All right, so sorry, I didn't mean I was gonna skip hole 8. Meant I was just gonna skip recording it. For sake of time, I don't want the video to be too long, so I don't want to record every drive. However, I'm sitting here at my drive for hole 8, and this is one of the things I struggle with in my game, so I want to talk about it a little bit. I have about a 25-foot putt, and behind the basket is a drop-off. And every round I go into, I tell myself to play safe, play conservative, don't force birdies. I'm sitting at 1 down currently. If I run the putt and make it, I'm 2 down. If I miss, there's a really good chance I don't make the comebacker, and then I could end up with a 4 and I'm back to even, or worse. And actually, I'll stop the video, flip it over. You can see what I'm talking about, because behind the basket is not only a cliff, but it rolls down to water, so there's a chance of OB play too. So as you can see, there's my drive. There's the basket. and then we walk up on it. This is a risk reward that I struggle with here. Is you can see it goes downhill. There's a lake behind it. So I mean, it's a practice round. I'm gonna run it. There's no risk reward. I'm not playing for money here. I'm not. There's no reason for me not to run it because it's a practice round. But things like that in a tournament where I sit here and I'm like, just gotta send it. Just gotta, you know, be the hero. If it's only a 25 footer, but if you bang this 50-foot death putt, everybody's gonna talk about it. That's not true. Nobody's gonna care. Like, other people have birdied the hole too, and I know that, and I tell myself that, and I ask myself why I do that all the time when I'm not playing. But in the middle of the round, in the heat of the moment, I get excited, and I just try to go full send every time. And that's one of the struggles of ADD is like I don't remember like my game plan. I don't remember the notes I talk about before the round to myself. I've tried like writing it down, but then I forget to check my notebook. It's a battle I've been working on for a while, and I think 2020 is when I'm going to conquer it. Hopefully, I have a really good plan set out. I've come up with a couple different acronyms to tell myself throughout the round to remind myself to slow down, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in the upcoming holes. So. Don't forget to bring a towel. If you couldn't tell, I've been on like a purple kick lately. All right, let's see if we can get it. Gonna try to throw a high, lofty putt. So if I'm not jabbing at it, I'm not throwing a missile at it, because if I miss, I don't want to go through the hill. So if I miss, I just kind of want to hyzer down left and hopefully stick. So breathing is really important. I'll talk more about that too. Woo! All right, so I missed the putt, but luckily it stuck, so we're good. This hole is dope. All right, we're on hole 9. This is why we come out here. This is why we play new courses, because seeing things like this is awesome. However, we're at our third par 4. It's only the front 9, which makes me believe that the back 9 is just all par 3s. It would be cool to see a little spread out and a little bit more balance. But I'm gonna flip the camera around and you get to see what I'm looking at, because this is awesome. 108 feet, par 4. It says 330 feet to clear the water. Water is out of bounds. Re-tee from drop zone. Rocks on the left are also OB. And there's a shorter tee pad up there, it looks like, that is the drop zone if you go in the water. And now this is what we get to look at here. So you see the water. Shoreline kind of makes like an M. And the basket is way out there. So I will not be throwing forehand on this. All right, so a minute ago I talked about making acronyms and repeating them to myself throughout the round. One of the ones that I made that is what I've been using for the latter part of the season when I've been playing my best golf is what I call my safe word, and the acronym is actually SAFE, S-A-F-E, slow down. Throughout the round, I find myself getting really fast. My mind goes really fast. If I birdie a couple holes in a row, I'm like, oh yeah, I birdied. And then I end up I'm not thinking, I'm just thinking about, I gotta get the next birdie. And I need to just slow my mind down and execute the hole. I don't need to be trying to score on every hole. I need to just play my golf. And same thing with a bogey. After you bogey a hole, you have to reset your brain. I need to learn how to do that for birdies as well. I don't usually let bogeys or double bogeys get to me. It's fine. I'm good at recovering. But when I score and I'm scoring well, I get really excited and I get really fast. So The S is for slow down. A is for analyze. Take in your environment, what's going on. Again, how is your score so far? Do you need to make a push? Do you need to just play par golf to par out? Are you shooting your best round ever? What's the wind doing? Throw some grass up in the air, see what the wind's doing. Take into consideration where your OB and what the safest play is. Like for instance, on this hole we have water on the right, OB on the left. I'm just gonna try to pipe something straight. But if I finish, I kind of want to finish left, like early, so I don't lose my disc. There's 330 feet straight. You gotta clear. F is for focus. You know, just think about what your body's doing. Make sure you're pulling through straight. Make sure your footwork and where you want to land on the tee pad is correct. One thing Justin Gilbert showed me this year, and yes, I'm taking lessons from 17-year-old at 27, but that's because he's really good, is what he notices every time I mess up my drive, my finishing foot finishes in the direction I'm throwing. So if I just run up and I don't pick a spot for my foot to land, and I stand here, I'm going to shank it. If I stand here, I'm going to throw wide right and grip lock. So just make sure your mechanics are good, focus on what you want to do, drown out everything around you, and send it. E is for execute. Do the damn thing. Do what you want to do. Make sure you're not like practicing what you're, and I actually have a big issue with this. Make sure you're not practicing pulling straight through, and then when you go to actually throw, you're dipping down and throwing a big hyzer. That's my biggest issue with my form right now. So, all right, enough of me talking. Let's do the damn thing. So mashed. All right, I am 325 away. I don't know what the backside looks like. Decisions. I'm gonna throw the Insanity 325 from the basket. I'm gonna throw my Insanity out there. See if we can get there. No, that's gonna be short. All right. Not every shot can be perfect, right? Okay, so I have to stop, like, I took a 4 on that hole anyway, but I have to stop recording myself as much because I'm running out of daylight. So if there's any really, really cool holes, I'll pull it out and I'll record a little bit more, but I gotta start cruising through this course if I'm gonna finish the whole thing before daylight. And I really hate not finishing a course that's out of state. If I'm 7.5 hours away from home, so I don't want to not have a complete round here. So all right, I'm on hole 11 now, and it's just a short backhand turnover shot, which is historically been one of my worst shots. I've been working on a lot, like a back, not like an anhyzer, something that'll come in, flex, and pan out a little bit. Working on it. I almost aced it, and I'm glad I didn't have the camera running because I definitely let an F-bomb drop. Not out of excitement, but I was going to be really mad if I aced it. And A, there was nobody here to see it, and B, the camera wasn't rolling. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm parked, so drop that in for 2. Move on. All right, another example of me having self-control and knowing my game. Hole 15 is 470 feet. It is, I mean, it's like a 250 foot upshot or go all the way. And I know I can't throw 470, and I still tried. And I lost my captain. So I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. And I'm gonna play the safe play. Cool. Mintus Bobcat. One time. Oh! All right, we're on hole 17. Pretty cool hole. Let's see. There's a pond there. It looks like the basket is out there somewhere. Not entirely sure. I did 2 hole 16 after hitting the basket on the drive. So yeah, let's see if we can end this strong. All right, that's a wrap. It's kind of dark out. Let's see. Overall thoughts of the course. I actually really like the course. I was worried that there were going to be too many forced forehands due to the out of bounds rocks, but they actually did a really good job designing the course. Mostly rubber tee pads. There are a few concrete ones mixed in there at the beginning and at the end. I shot pretty well. I think I was under par, 1 or 2. I don't know, I'll post a scorecard when I post the video. I didn't get to talk about many of the things I want to, but I guess that's good because I have material for future videos. But I feel like when people do clinics and they talk about mental game, they don't talk about what's the thoughts going through your head. They talk about like shot selection and choosing the right disc and how to recover. Everything is all like, they always just say you got to reset, play every hole is a new hole, but it's not that easy for some of us. So that's what I want to do in this video series, is talk more about the struggles that we may go through in our head, and not so much getting angry. I don't really have anger issues. I never get mad on the course, anything like that, but it's the fact of like, I forget my game plan, what's going through my heart, what's going through my head when I choose the disc that I'm choosing, how I'm not analyzing what's going on around me, how I lose focus. This round here, I was shooting very, very well. It was all pars and birdies. Hole 15, I lost my game plan. I tried to go big and I went OB, and then I threw directly into the fence, and then I threw, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I took a 5. It was a double bogey. It was my only mistake of the round, really. So can't be too mad. But again, that's what I'm working on, is getting rid of those mistakes. So thanks for watching. This is my first video I've ever done. So if you liked it, if you hated it, let me know in the comments. And until next time.